Hello YouTube and Bandsters. Thank you for tuning in again. It's Gary. It is Monday, April the 2nd. I guess this is my third post-op video, day 11. I am down at this point as of yesterday. I haven't weighed myself this today. I'm going to just do that once a week now. I find myself walking into my bathroom and stepping on the scale 4 times a day. And, how much have I lost? How much have I lost? Might have noticed a little bit in the face, a little bit thinner in the face. I haven't taken any measurements since I've had the surgery. I do have measurements from a couple of weeks before the surgery. I will get those and post them by my next video. All in all, everything's going well. I'm down a fair bit since the beginning of this. I'll let that number out at the end. Just a few things I've noticed. Okay, my steri tape, I've taken all those off. The incisions look well. I don't have any infections. There's no soreness. The port side's a little tender. Other than that, nothing that a normal cut wouldn't give you. If anybody has any idea how to get that glue from the tape off of your skin without using an SOS pad or steel wool or a Brillo pad or whatever you want to call it, sandblaster, if you could leave me a message below and let me know, I would love to get that crap off. What else? Not as gassy at this point, halfway through the full liquids stage. I did notice, and thank you Banded Scouter for the heads up, that switching from the clear liquids to the full liquids, I did notice a change in bowel movement. There were a couple of days I had no movement. There was nothing going on, and Banded Scouter suggested some prune juice, and I took some prune juice, and a couple hours later, all kinds of rumbling and grumbling going on, and then I only maybe took 3 or 4 ounces. Wasn't quite sure how much to drink. I didn't want to go overboard and end up, not being able to leave the bathroom. And then once I had the grumblings and a bit of gas, I took a little bit more, another couple of ounces, maybe 2 ounces of prune juice. And later that evening, I was fine. I had a movement. I haven't had another one since. It's been a couple of days. So for people that are going to be in this stage around day 9, 8 or so, I'm guessing from other people's comments and postings that this is a normal thing. It even says so in the binder that you get, or handouts. So I'm guessing this is normal. I don't feel constipated, maybe a little bit bloated, not much though. What else as far as the foods? My wife's been cooking me vegetable soups, broccoli soups, Brussels sprout soup. Oh, it's so good. And blending them up. So once again, I love my wife very much. Thank you for taking care of me that way. And I mean, talk about cheap. $6 for a 5-pound bag of frozen vegetables. My God, that's enough soup for 2 weeks, I think. Just be very careful when you throw it into your food processor. You really have to blend it. I mean, puree it, liquefy it, whatever you got to do. I'm using a bowl strainer, mesh, stainless mesh, and I'm pouring my liquefied blended soups into that, and then taking a large spoon, and then scraping it through that. It's a little bit monotonous. Takes about 20 minutes or so, 30 minutes to get a full 3 or 4 days worth of soup mashed through it. Worth the effort at this point. So that's something you may have to do. As far as snacks, I'm using the Greek yogurt with the fruit on the bottom. Just the plain stuff. It's the vanilla plain is okay. Just the plain unflavored yogurt, Greek yogurt, just for me it's not palatable. So I'm using the stuff with the fruit at the bottom. It's just like a liquid syrup almost. So it's I guess the calorie difference is not worth the worry at this point. For my breakfast, the protein powders. I used to work out quite a bit when I was younger, and I know the protein powders were always chalky and gritty and like sandy. I've tried two now. The one that I like the best so far is a brand called Diesel. Comes in lots of flavors. I got the cookies and cream. It seems to be. I sampled a few at the Hercs. They had some flavors there. They let me sample a couple, and I found the cookies and cream for myself to be the least chalky flavored one. I guess it was the closest one to an actual milkshake that I could come as far as flavor, and it's not too sweet. There's another couple there, the Isopures, the Mega Ways. They're sweetened with sucralose, and they are sweet. I mean, it's just that aspartame diet soda flavor on your tongue sweetness, and it's really myself. I don't like it. I find the Diesel to be almost slightly sweet, like maybe a little bit too much sugar in your coffee, sweet type of thing. So it's not unbearable. It's really not that bad at all. But there's only 1 gram of sugar per serving, per scoop, in the Diesel, and I think it cost me $36 for a massive jug of it. So I'm going to have that for a while. Any gas I've had, gas pains, or muscle pains, I had a little bit of soreness, not even soreness, minor ache in the shoulders. That's all gone. As far as any other gas, other than what the prune juice produced, I don't have any issues that way. So day 11, hopefully everybody can look forward to that. I get to start purees in 2 days, I guess 3 days, Wednesday, no, 2 days. However, I'm going to wait until Friday, my work schedule. I don't get home, so I just have the liquefied soups and the yogurts. I may pick up some of the small containers you can get of the cream, of the cottage cheese, the zero fat cottage cheese. I'll pick up a couple of those and maybe see how that goes. As far as PBing, a few people have posted questions as to what that is. It's basically you're throwing up in your mouth. That's what a PB is, a productive burp, a burp with product in it. That's what that is, in case anybody's questioning what that is. I had one. I ate Jell-O a little bit too fast, which is kind of weird for Jell-O. 3 big scoops, and the third scoop went half in and half down and stuck there and just stopped the other half into the sink. And not going to do that again. That was a little bit of a, for some reason, I don't know why, I was rushing, or it was just, oh my God, something tasty. So watch for that. The soups are going down fine, maybe a little too fine. I'm a little concerned about that, but we'll see once we get to something a little thicker. I'm assuming because it's just full liquid at this point that it's and the swelling inside and the medication has done its thing as far as the anti-inflammatory has gone, that maybe the full liquids are maybe passing through the band quicker. I'm finding that maybe about an hour and a half to 2 hours, I'm starting to get a little bit hungry, and I'm waiting for 2.5 hours to go by, maybe 3 before I start drinking my my G2 Gatorade. This is just water in here now, but there's only 40 calories. It says here 20 calories per serving is a little over 2 servings. in here, so there's about maybe 42 calories, and it tastes not bad, and it's electrolyte, so no Pedialyte. It's $9 for a jug of that stuff. It's ridiculous. Other than that, everything is looking up. I'm back at work. This is my second day back at work, and I have no issues. I haven't really felt myself tired. For the week that I was off, I was getting tired, probably just bored, just sitting around doing nothing. For a couple of days, it's not bad, but after that, it's just I want to do something. So I'm not going to show you my holes, my scars, or my incisions. I don't think you need to see that. Not that I wouldn't show you. They're not bad or anything. It's just why. There's the one on my stomach is maybe half an inch to 3/4 of an inch in the top center. The one on my right side's the same, about the size of, say, a nickel. If you dropped a nickel into some Play-Doh, the total diameter of a dime, maybe that size. The incision on the port side, on the left side, where the filling port is probably, I'm going to go with about 2 inches. So it's a good cut. So be prepared for that. Once again, guys and girls, if you've got any hair, shave that area before you go in for your surgery. It's just going to make removing the steri tape that much easier. I noticed when I first took off my steri tape on my center, that as I was removing it, it was pulling on the hairs, and it caused the cut, the incision to open up slightly, and I got a little bit of blood, like maybe a drop that came out, and then it stopped after I was done peeling it off. You know, don't if you don't want to, but hindsight being what it is, I would have shaved had somebody told me that it might be a good idea. I just would have spent the 2 seconds it takes to shave it, that area, your belly, just shave it. Beyond that, everything's going well. My shirts are fitting better. I'm actually into shirts I haven't worn for 2 years. I'm Scottish, so I still have all the clothes that I have back when I was 200 pounds, so I don't have to spend any money on my shopping. Maybe my style might be outdated, but hey, I'm married, don't need style. So to get to the weight part, I am now down 33 pounds as of yesterday morning. So I'm sure now that I'm back at work and I'm more active and I'm walking around and I'm going to be burning more calories. I did pick up, let me see, I'm going to take it off here. Laptop Lizzie has suggested getting the Fitbit. It's $100 on cheap. I got this at Walmart. It does fat counter, calorie counter. You put in your height, your weight. It automatically figures out your stride. You can tweak it a little bit if you don't want to. If you want to go and actually measure your stride out. Today so far, 6,280 steps. So that is, I don't know, 3 miles and 387 calories. It's 43 grams of fat. So it gives you how many fat calories you burned in that time as well, which is kind of neat. It was $15. So there you go. So once again, that's 33 pounds yesterday. So hopefully we'll see how we are by this time next week. I'm guessing maybe 4 pounds, 5 pounds. It'd be kind of nice. I realize that it's mostly water weight. I can see the skin wrinkling up a little bit as the water doesn't, as my skin unstretches, I guess it is. Around the bottom of my calf muscles, I've noticed that a little bit, and in my thigh areas. So yeah, so I've noticed in this area here, right here, mostly I've lost a bit of weight. I'm still a chubby guy, but I don't have this lump here that I had before. And the guys at work that I work with have noticed I've lost some weight there on my face, so I'm happy with that. So thank you for tuning in, and we'll get your measurements for the next one. And take care, and good luck with your journey.